What up, people? It's time for another first and last in your ear holes. I feel gross
right
that
in your holes.
I feel weird.
Why did
that,
you say
still,
that?
I feel weird that I did it like that.
I can't
Take it back.
That's
Nope,
that's on tape.
that's how we're starting it.
We're using that.
No, I don't edit the podcast, so I don't cut anything out. It's there. I'm Josh. With me is Joe
Hey, man.
and Jimmy.
What is up?
I pointed at them so they
Dog.
knew which one of them was which. Not
was
only based on their names, but
Confused
also
for a second.
by my pointing.
I would not know.
Next week, I'm going to say it's Joe, and I'm going to point at Jimmy, and I'll see what happens.
I'm gonna, oh shit! Oh shit!
Nope.
Oh,
Both
it
of
my
us
turn?
just choke.
is that my turn?
But the
Just vomit.
long-awaited return of Power Rangers is here. It is upon us. I said, "Yo, Joe, you want to do Power Rangers tonight?" And he said, "Shrug."
Hard shrug.
Literally said shrug. I didn't
But
actually shrug.
But then you asked me which one it was, and you said, "Ooh, we're getting into the meat."
Getting to the meat of the Rangers.
Oh.
The
I did some research after that, and I feel like it takes a while till we get to the meat still.
Well, so here's
How
the-
many? Yeah.
yeah,
How
so
many
he-
Rangers
so
we got?
we are technically on the
How many
fourth.
seasons of this podcast do we have to do? Is my question.
Well, it's weird because so they say they go pretty much every iteration of the Power Rangers they just say is a season, no
Yeah.
matter how long it is.
Uh-huh.
You know, like Power Rangers the original was like 100 some episodes,
Uh-huh.
and they were like, well, they divided that up into 3 seasons.
Okay, yeah.
And then so we're on 4. No, we're on number 5 now. Season 5, Power Rangers Turbo. There are 26 different iterations of the
Dang.
Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm. And they're clearly different.
That is a lot.
Well, yeah. Like, for instance, Joe, Power Rangers Mystic Force, which is, I feel like, the one you're excited for some
That's
reason.
once we get to the forces, that's where the meat is. That's what I'm saying.
Is that
The
what?
Mystic is, yeah, we're just
That's
in
when
the
that's when they become like wizards and stuff.
Yeah.
wizardly place.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, like, so where does it
That Disney
starts
show.
with Mighty Morphin, and
Yep.
then we've done
Alien Rangers and Zeo,
okay,
and now we're in Turbo.
and then what comes after Turbo?
Well, we get to look forward to them going in space. It's just
In
called Power
space.
Rangers in Space.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Really?
mean, give me like the
So
next
we're no
few.
longer Mighty or Morphin.
Yeah, there's a couple
Do they
that
still say Morphin time? Do they even morph?
They say
Are they
it's
just full-time
space time.
Rangers now?
I'll give you some of the ones that I think look fun. Power Rangers Super Samurai.
Mm-hmm.
Seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
Obviously, Power Rangers Dino Supercharge. It's got me going.
Yeah,
Oh
great.
my gosh.
Um,
Supercharged dinos.
there's Power Rangers Wild Force, which I couldn't even imagine what that might be. That could be cool.
Yeah, I think Wild Force is the one that like starts off like the forces, right?
Well, no,
Is that just
No.
because
is
right,
that just Beast Wars?
right before it, it's Time Force.
Time Force, of course.
Oh. Yeah.
And then then it goes because it goes
We
Wild
got
Force.
time travel. We got a season produced by J.J. Abrams.
There's one that is literally right now. It says TBA.
To be announced.
Because it's not
Oh, man.
it's the next one that's not even on yet.
Uh-huh.
But that one is called Power Rangers Beast Morphers.
Wow.
Cool.
Oh, so at least we're still morphin. That makes me feel
That's
good.
just Animorphs but Power Rangers now. I think that's all it is.
It's just Mad Libs at this point. It's just Power Rangers Digital Monsters, like Power Rangers,
Power Rangers Pocket Monsters.
Power Rangers Forest Creatures, Power Rangers.
Power Rangers Star Wars.
Power Rangers Hobbiton.
Power of Darth Vader.
I already at this point in the Power Rangers universe know nothing anymore.
What do you mean?
My knowledge stopped by now. I assume Tommy is still around. I assume Zordon and hopefully Alpha 5 is up to some shenanigans. But I don't know anything anymore.
Do
at
we
Turbo.
remember what happened at the end of Zeo?
The last thing I remember is Tommy grabbed Katie's hand and she gave him a look,
Oh yeah.
and that was the freeze frame. And we're left to wonder: was this hand holding welcome, Or nah.
We're not positive.
Or nah.
Oh, I remember what happened. So there was the King Mondo.
That was like the clock guy or something?
Yeah, and then there was Rita and Lord Zed. And Mondo was the king of the Machine Empire.
Yeah.
And they kind of all got together to fight the Machine Empire. The
Power
Machine
Rangers
Empire
Machine Empire.
left. And then it seems like Rita and Zed might have left too. Or they were like, I don't remember if they left or they were like, we're going to go back to the moon and terrorize Angel Grove.
Is that the one where at the end all the bad guys were just like chasing each other and being weird?
I mean, that's pretty much every episode of Power Rangers so far.
Like Zed like bombed them. He gave them like a present or something and blew them all up, including the child.
Excuse me?
There was like a child.
Oh, yeah. He gave him
Child
the,
baddie?
he gave him the bomb present. I remember the
Gave
bomb
them a
present.
bomb and they blew them all up.
Huh.
And they were like still alive but in pieces.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
blew up the robot baby.
Yeah.
Sure,
Sure. Yeah, sure.
like you do.
Robot babies.
So we have
Yikes.
a fun
We
thing.
should watch that show.
We have
soon,
a fun thing
if we
that's-
could find it.
That's with Turbo is so Zeo finished, and then there was a Power Rangers Turbo movie,
Mm-hmm.
and then the season of Turbo started. So what I'm assuming now, that means they're already Turbo Power Rangers.
Yeah, they're full on
They're
turboing out.
Full on. They have their powers. They know what they are. They've got their Zords. They're like completely good to go.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm assuming that then the question is, who's the big bad, really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you guys, we can go in any direction that you guys want, but I feel like they're established Turbo Rangers now.
We making predictions about who's the big bad?
I think it's a new person, and I think it's another lady.
Okay.
Her name is Trita.
Trita? Trita Trapulsa?
I don't hate it.
Because I don't think I can't remember. I'm assuming Tommy's the leader still.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably red instead of green or white or gold.
Because it's a fast color. It's turbo.
Do you think here's a fun one. Do you think they're just their classic colors? Red, yellow, black, blue, and pink?
But just in race cars?
But just like they're just in race cars now?
I think so, because I think you got to stick to the basic colors in order to keep like the brand recognition.
Is that's the part?
That's the thing that stays the same.
The power rainbow
Yeah,
always stays the same.
that stays the same, and then they got cars or wild forces or
Yeah, they're turbo. So do you think they're all like race cars, or are they like is there a monster truck in the mix?
I think
You
they're all
You think-
motorcycles.
You think this is just Transformers?
Well, I'm just wondering whether or not it's turbo as in they all are just automobiles of some sort or vehicles.
I think there's
Or
a
are
semi
they all
truck.
race cars?
I think there's a VW Bug. I think the baddie is Memphis Reigns, which is Nick Cage's character in Gone in 60 Seconds.
Do you just think this
which
is
is about
this is a prequel or a sequel to Gone in
which that
60
has
Seconds?
got to be the worst character name in a line of bad movies from Nick Cage.
I'm gonna
That's my least favorite.
maybe unpopular opinion, but I really like the movie Gone in 60 Seconds. I think it's a great movie.
Oh wait, there's a different baddie in that, and he used the first reboot Doctor Who.
Sure, whatever.
Eccleston.
I know he's a doctor because nerds tell me he's a
He's
doctor.
also the bad guy in Thor 2. If you're into that world.
Thor
And
the second.
Chris Helmsworth.
I think the bad guy is Tommy.
Ooh, I like that.
Something
Wait,
happens
like
in the movie.
Tommy is bad, or is he brainwashed?
No,
What's
he's just bad.
He's just become a
He's-
dick.
And something happened
Katie
in Turbo.
turned him down.
Yeah. And now he's angry at the world and wants to destroy it.
Love will do that.
Yeah.
Love will do that
Love will make you destroy the world. Launch 1,000
with
ships.
race cars.
And motorcycles.
I want to see one
Car.
motorcycle. I hope one of their Zords is just a Tron bike.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
Just blatant Tron bike ripoff.
Oh, now I'm really excited about this show.
I think I want to see. I think there's like a separate. I think there's going to be a separate Zord that we see that is an animal. Like, it's not theirs, you know? So it doesn't make sense, but it's just like...
A separate Zord that's an animal that they don't control?
Yeah, I think, you know how they always get to, like, they had that, like, big brontosaurus thing or whatever in, like, the original Power Rangers?
Yeah,
It's
it's
part
like
of
a
like the
helper.
White
It's like-
Rangers.
Yeah, it's like... It's not one that they ride in, but they can call for help sometimes.
Yeah.
I think they have
Some
one of
other
those.
sentient being
but it's,
robot.
Yeah, but that one's an animal.
Yeah, I think it's
theirs are all vehicles.
It's 5 humans riding on 5 motorcycles riding on a brontosaurus. And that's how they travel.
Wait, so if they're in cars and stuff, and so you think like their Zords are like vehicles?
Yeah,
Then is there a Mega Zord vehicle?
there's always a Mega Zord.
There's just what is it? Just like the Titanic? It's
It's a
just
large car, yeah.
No, I don't.
Large
What do you,
vehicle?
wait, what's the question you're asking me right now?
So at some
their
point in the
car
show,
is obviously combined.
at some point in the show, the bad guy's gonna become
Big.
300 feet tall for
Sure.
some reason.
Well, no, because the Trita Tritalsa throws down her wand.
She throws the wand down into the earth, into the soil,
Yeah.
and somehow
And she yells,
the
"It's big
poison
time."
causes global warming, and that changes the person to grow big somehow.
She yells, "It's time to get fast and furious!" And
So
she
then-
throws down her tire iron at the world.
Is Walker, was his name? R.I.P.
Walker, Texas Ranger?
Walker,
Paul
Texas
Walker?
Morphin Ranger.
Paul Walker, Texas Ranger?
Oh my god. Let's watch this show. I'm totally lost.
So yeah, there's
I
a big
forgot what
car.
I was saying. Do you think there's a big car?
I guess I didn't understand what you were saying. I thought it was like...
Is there gonna be? So I'm trying to understand what the Megazord's gonna be that
Well, the
fights the big baddie.
The Megazord is the...
Is it just a dude?
It's just a combination
normal dude?
of their 5 Zords put together again. It's always that.
So it's 5 cars turning into one big car, or
Well,
is it turning
One
into
big dude.
Just like the dinosaurs turned into one big dude, you know?
Yeah.
It's going to be 5 cars turning into one big dude.
The dinos
Okay,
turn
yeah.
into a dude, not a big dino.
No, yeah, they were just a dude. It was just like a dude with a helmet.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what the Megazord was, the original Megazord.
I remember like saying he was a samurai, but you're like, no, he has a broadsword.
Yeah, well, samurais don't fight with broadswords.
So I don't know what
you
this-
kept calling the sword a samurai sword.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wrong. You were wrong. I was right.
I mean,
1 point.
sure.
Have you seen Kill Bill? It's not a samurai sword.
But it's a Hattori Hanzo.
Not a Hattori Hanzo. Have you actually seen that movie? Those
Yeah.
movies?
Uh-huh.
Those are great movies.
Cool.
What are you guys doing later after this? You gonna watch Kill Bill Volume 1 and
I
2?
mean, depending on how good Power Rangers Turbo is, I might be watching more Power Rangers
Good
Turbo.
point.
All right, we got a lot to think about. We got a lot of questions to be answered. Is it one big car or is it a dude made of 5 little cars? Are they Tron bikes?
Is it the love bug?
Is the main person named Trita? Or is it
Lindsay
Tommy?
Lohan involved somehow?
Just because of Herbie the Love Bug?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. I followed you.
Fully loaded.
Well, hey, all these answers and more after we finish the pilot. Are they even pilots anymore? Because they're not piloting. They're just the first episode. It's
Power
just the
Rangers,
first
Love Force,
They're just money making machines.
money making.
Power Rangers,
Well-
Bug Time.
Let's watch the first episode, which is, by the way, called Shift into Turbo.
Okay.
Get it? Do you get it?
Jump to conclusions.
Matt. All right, we'll see you after we finish the first episode of Power Rangers in Turbo. And we are back from the first episode of Power Rangers Zeo.
Not true.
Turbo.
The turbs.
Nailed it. I just want to go back.
The
I just wanna-
turb
I
stomp.
just want to relive the glory days of Power Rangers Zeo. where they
The turb side assistants.
where they were kids and they stole some girl from Africa to be the Yellow Ranger. You know,
She came in her own free will.
They're still kids.
they were still kids. I'll be honest.
Especially the little guy.
I want to get off the bat right before Jimmy reads the synopsis for us. I liked this episode.
Really?
I did.
That's a hard judgment from Joe.
Okay, well, yeah, let's see.
Ready?
I'm interested to hear why.
So this is Shift into Turbo Part 1
P1.
of 3.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Luckily for us, not aired on the same day. Well, at least for Joe and I.
Only 3 gears.
Okay, ready? For the synopsis. This is April of 1997, by the way. Don't know if we said that earlier. I don't think we did. After the events of Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, which is the name of the movie, the Rangers are graduating Angel Grove High. Justin offers a healed Rocky the Blue Turbo Ranger powers so he can resume his life as a Power Ranger. However, Rocky chooses to end his career as Zeo Ranger 3. In the meantime, Divatox has amassed an army to get revenge on the Rangers, having her subcraft take up residence in Angel Grove Lake. She places a detonator in the Angel Grove power plant in order to take revenge on the Rangers and ruin their graduation. With the older Ranger busy with their graduation, with the older Rangers busy with their graduation, Justin must face the problem alone.
Yeah, they say older Rangers because Justin is like
He's 8.
12.
Yeah. All the other Rangers are graduating high school, and this kid straight up looks like one of the Three Ninjas kids.
Yeah, or a surf ninja.
Or a Surf Ninja. I would watch either flick.
He's got that California bowl cut from the from the 90s.
Those are both great movies.
So, he's looking good. We got some for a second I got really worried cuz we got 2 minutes of clips from the movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Uh-oh."
It felt like longer than 2 minutes, but I guess these are only 19-minute episodes, so.
And in those 2 minutes we saw a tiny child driving a car, which was funny.
Yeah.
We saw
Makes tons of sense.
We saw weirdly human-esque Ewok people or something like that.
Yeah, they looked like out of Never-Ending Story.
Yeah,
They looked some weird puppetry, some Jim Henson shit.
yeah. It was like a shitty knockoff of the Labyrinth or something, or the Dark Crystal was what they looked like. They were from. And okay, so whatever. Part of me was like, I kind of want to watch this Turbo movie now.
Yeah.
Kind of interested in this Turbo movie.
Yeah. It looks wild. It looks all over the place.
So, in the Turbo movie, so we're going to go from Turbo movie to this now from what we've discovered. In the Turbo movie, obviously then Divatox, the big bad, she attacks or whatever. They get turbo powers, I guess. That's the whole movie. And they thwart her, of course. But she's just on her planet or a different planet now.
Yeah.
Maybe they went to a different planet to save those.
That would make sense.
Dark crystal
from the
creepers.
clips that we saw.
Because it doesn't seem,
definitely not Earth.
Because it doesn't seem like she had been in Earth at all.
Okay.
Until the beginning of this episode.
Right.
But her big bad plan is to blow up a power station so that
blow up Angel Grove.
So it kind of ruins their high school graduation. Her plan currently is to just bum out the Power Rangers.
I mean, does she know? Is it just coincidence that it's graduation? Is she just trying to murder them?
I think you literally read that her goal was to try to ruin their graduation.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to what I was reading.
You're just reading. And it's
pay more attention.
It's really? That's what her goal is.
I feel like I read a lot of things that I was reading a lot of things that I didn't know until lots this Zeo stuff.
What about the Zeo?
Rocky? Okay, so we saw Rocky, who we knew was a Ranger.
Yep.
He's handing over his blue powers to Justin.
Well, Justin already has them.
Well, Justin has them. Rocky's retiring or whatever. He's done.
Retiring from power ranging at the ripe old age of 17.
Yeah, he's lived a hard life in that couple of years.
I'm curious because I don't recall Justin trying to like offer his Power Ranger abilities back to Rocky.
He didn't at all.
He was like,
being
yo,
a
dude.
Power Ranger's cool.
Yeah, he was like, I love being a 12-year-old Power Ranger. This is dope. I can't drive in real life, but I can drive as a Ranger.
Yeah. I mean, do you think he grows like a foot when he's in his Ranger suit?
No, he looks like a regular human, like an adult human.
He
in a
looks
suit.
like
Yeah,
an
that's
adult.
why
Yeah, there's-
Elgar said you looked bigger before.
Yeah. Because
Oh.
he, like, for some reason saw a tiny
get
child and knew that was the Blue Ranger.
Yeah, I was wondering if like he would look at him and like.
Aw.
At first, I thought like, well, he doesn't know who you are, right? You're just a kid with like a dick haircut.
He shouldn't know who he is.
You guys talked about his haircut yet?
Oh, his California Surfer haircut?
No, he like looks like a penis.
I
It's like
didn't.
a bowl cut, but it's like long in the back, so it's like misshapen,
I didn't.
like a penis head.
I didn't. While you
Like
were
the
off,
tip of Joe's penis.
Joe, while you were off securing our food for
Yeah.
the final episode, we were talking about the rehash of what we learned about the movie.
Yeah. That was fucking great.
The
Yeah, that
clips.
That
little
was the best part of the movie or the show.
of the movie. Did it make you want to watch the movie?
I think I got the gist of it. It's a pirate ship. They blew it the fuck up, and there's some trolls. And Justin's like, "I'm the Blue Ranger now."
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you got it. Nailed it.
Cool.
Parts of it looked like Goonies. Anyone else get a Goonie vibe
Yeah,
out
the
of
pirate
Turbo?
ship.
Just because there was a pirate ship. is
Caves.
that
There's
like-
some
There was
caves.
caves.
And stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
There was weird troll
There was a
men.
kid.
Yeah, there were children.
Sean Astin was in the back.
God, I wish. We have not watched a Sean Astin show in a while.
It has been a minute.
But
Put out more shows, Sean.
When is it? When's my next week?
We'll
We'll do a deep
we
dive.
can worry about that.
You guys talk
After
about Power Rangers. I'm
the
gonna start
glory.
looking up Sean Astin shows.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Joe, I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, okay.
Joe's hate.
Here's the deal. I'll take a step or two back from what I said at the very beginning of this portion of the podcast.
Okay.
This episode itself was not a good episode.
Okay.
But the promise of this show
Uh-huh.
to me made me go, this is going to be the best Power Rangers season yet,
Okay. Why?
because their cars looked dope.
Okay.
You know what? You know why? Because all of the clips from the movie made me like jazzed about this season.
The Jim Henson troll Muppets
Nah,
looked.
that part didn't.
Creepy.
There's Nazi piranha Cybertron people.
Oh yeah, Piranhatrons.
The Piranatrons.
We've not even said the word Piranhatron yet.
How dare
How dare we?
Everyone say Piranhatron.
Everyone at home.
I think the only thing about
fun to
this
say.
season that's going to be bad, I mean, like bad in like actual bad, like everything's bad.
Yeah.
It's Power Rangers. It's
Okay.
all bad.
Okay.
But like you take it at face value. The thing that's going to actually be like bad and whatever is Bulk and Skull being monkeys.
You think
That's
They're gonna be thinking they're gonna be
Wait.
chips the whole season.
You think the
Yes.
whole wait? How long is this?
45
show?
episodes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
1 year or something
Pretty
within
much.
a year.
Yeah.
You think they're monkeys for 45 episodes?
April 19th to November
I'm surprised they were
24th,
monkeys for this episode.
1997. I think they're monkeys for a very long time.
I mean, probably 3 episodes, right? If it's a 3-parter.
I mean, either they're in the credits as monkeys, chimps.
Did it say Bulk at like
I-
actor as Bulk as monkey?
I don't know. They might not have been in the
Hmm.
credits other than just being shown as chimpanzees. But they might not have been. I don't know that they got actual credits in the credits.
Wait, the monkeys or Bulk and Skull?
Both.
Huh.
Wait, the monkeys aren't Bulk and
I
Skull?
think Bulk and Skull are getting them credits. I think that's why they're still in this show. I think they're still
Oh,
getting
God.
royalties from those monkey credits. They're voice acting. It's probably a different, you probably get a different check for voice acting versus being on screen.
Yeah.
But you still get it.
It's more like a Venmo.
Still get
They
those
just
royalties.
Send it to you.
It's like you get 5 cents.
I'm just
every
glad. I'm
aired
just glad the
episode.
Bulk and Skull story wrapped into like what was actually happening in the episode, because previously, like Bulk and Skull are just doing their own separate thing.
Well, but the whole thing in Zeo was they were like trying to become cops, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And now they like are sort of cops.
yeah. They got to write tickets.
But now they were like walking around the power station and the guy zapped him with his monkey gun.
Yeah.
Because that's a thing.
Is it a monkey gun?
I mean, I don't think. I think
like a de-evolution gun.
I got the like thought that El Gore shot them with his like gun thing.
Yeah.
And they turned into monkeys, and he went, "Huh, that's what this thing I carry around does." Like,
He thought like a bullet was gonna come out and instead turned them into monkeys, and he's just like, "All right, fair enough."
Cool, I guess. I don't think I got the sneaking suspicion that he had no idea what that thing was gonna do. Like they could have turned them into like the giant. You watch Dragon Ball Z when they turned into giant like beast monkeys.
Sure.
Yeah. What if that would have happened?
they just crush him,
And they would have just destroyed the power plant themselves, but then killed him in the process. And then Divatox would have been like, "Dope, we did it. We've ruined the Power Rangers graduation," which is apparently
That's the plan.
Yeah. So the plan was they're blowing up the power state because they're getting, she's getting revenge on the Power Rangers for
So they're trying to ruin
whatever they did
graduation.
to her in the movie.
Yeah.
And it seems like her grand big bad scheme is to ruin their high school graduation
I feel like there's
by turning off the power in the town.
Man, Divatox. I feel like there's like easier ways to ruin the graduation. If your plan is to shut the power off, just like isn't there, can't you just go to the school and like kill the power there rather than blowing up a power plant?
Either dog.
Or are there like, could you like turn on a rain machine, make it
don't
rain?
try to make sense of it.
What if you,
I'm just excited.
what
for
if you
that
gave all the Rangers like a stomach flu?
mono?
Yeah, give them like a stomach flu, so they're kind of sick on their graduation. That'll
How
ruin
about what about this? Give them all the Power Rangers polio.
What if you
Smallpox.
what if you organized
Cholera?
it so that you just like you got Tommy and Kat some alone time, and all of a sudden Kat's pregnant, and that ruins their graduation?
Why don't you just cast a spell and turn yourself into a normal looking lady, like just wearing like a skirt and having a purse, and then you walk into the Angel Grove like juice court or wherever the fuck they hang out every single minute of the goddamn day.
Yeah.
And you walk up to Tommy and you stab him in his face with like a knife.
Just kill him in a normal way.
And then you're done, and you can instead of trying to take over a tiny town in California, actually take over the world because you're aliens from another world.
Well, Tommy's driving a race car, so that might be a little bit hard.
Okay, fair enough.
Did you talk about him driving a race car?
No.
He's not at graduation because he's like training to be a NASCAR driver or something
Well, he loves to feel the wind in his hair.
from his like stock car. It's
In
great.
his stock car wearing his helmet.
Have we said the name Porto yet?
I have never even heard that name.
Everybody say Porto.
Porto.
Everyone at home, listeners.
One,
No, so
two, three.
Porto. So Porto. Yeah, what do you mean you haven't heard Porto? Porto was all over. He's the port. He's the baddie who's covered in portholes.
But he's the finster, so he's gonna be like a science
for
man.
sure.
Yeah, he's gonna
Finster.
make the clay guys that go into the kiln to make the bad guys.
He's a man of science. Divatox is really good with the expository. She was like, "You big guy, what's his name, Ryback or something?" She's like, "You're gonna be my general."
The Goldar. The
Goldar.
Yeah, Goldar.
And then she's like, "Porto, you're gonna be the science guy." And then she's like, "You." Whoever the
She's
third
just
guy
naming
is.
her cabinet.
Just
Yeah,
like,
you're my goofball that I send on things, and we're surprised when you do it right.
yeah, this like ginger root of an alien. Just like, hey, we'll send you down. You'll have some shenanigans.
He also had a sword made of playing cards.
I thought that was cool.
What?
I'm into that.
Wait, who did?
The guy
Elgar?
Elgar.
Algar. Al Gore.
Oh, Alan Gore.
Al Gore had,
Al Gore.
Inventor of the
he had
internet.
a sword of playing cards, and he said, "Now the cards will cut you."
Oh, yeah. I get that now.
Where do you guys think Billy is?
Okay.
Man.
Joe, where do you think Billy?
Before I would remember that there's this little kid who's like super smart, and he's the Blue Ranger, because that's what we got on the montage. I forgot that like we already knew his name is Justin,
Yeah.
and I was towards the end of the episode, I was like, wait, is that Billy? Because
They
like
made like a reference to him being like young as if he wasn't always young.
Yeah.
They made it like a weird thing.
Elgar said like last time I thought you were bigger. Or
Is
something
that just
like
all? I thought there was another
Yeah.
thing, but maybe there wasn't.
Well, and also like he's super smart. Like he's taking a test at the beginning, and he like gets it done like an hour before.
When his mouth breathing teacher was like, "Are you sure you don't want to do another 45 minutes?"
You want to check your answers? And he's like, no, I'm a adult man living in a 12-year-old's body.
She's like, "Well, I'm an adult lady, but I don't know the answers
So you
to this
think
test."
Billy is just living within Justin?
That was my thought, but then I remembered his name is Justin.
Yeah, then he
so
goes-
that doesn't make sense.
Then Joe out loud goes, "Wait, is that Billy?" And I went, "His name is Justin." Joe went, "Oh."
Maybe Billy used to go by
Yeah.
Justin when he was a kid.
Billy's middle name is Justin.
Yeah. BJ.
So we got Justin, we got Kat, we got Tommy still. We got Adam. What color is he?
We don't know what any.
Green?
We don't technically
really know any
'cause
color.
None of them. We had no Rangers.
Yeah, in classic like Power Rangers form, there's no ranging in like the pilot or the finale.
And then Tanya, and she's the one from Africa, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the abducted child from Africa. They
And then we
made
got
become
Chef
a Power Ranger.
Zordon, or Chef Alpha 5,
Well, I mean, not-
Baker Alpha 5.
yeah, he's a baker, not a chef.
It's a different hat
It's different, right?
that you wear.
Is that like rude if I say you're a baker and not a chef?
No, not at all. Those are different things.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay.
My sister's a baker.
Good.
It's different.
That's what I thought, but I feel like I just said it with malice for some reason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're an
you-
asshole.
Oh well, I mean,
You like scoffed and you said baker. Like, no, he's just a baker.
I didn't say just a baker. Baking things.
He's just a robot baker.
Bakeries are greater than.
I could eat a baked good right now. Had a little Zordon. I liked that.
Yeah, he's
Just
still
a,
he's
just
still in a
a
tube.
little bit.
Just like a head in a
Still
tube.
still ahead.
Rangers, I'm still ahead. Come talk to me. I can't leave this house.
All right.
So Billy's not anywhere. It's still-
Yeah, I'm surprised that Billy
Our
isn't in
predictions
this.
are Billy's dead.
I mean,
I
here's
thought
the-
he was in a lot more Rangers.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Here's the deal. The guy who plays Tommy and the guy
Tommy
who plays
for sure
Billy,
is in things.
the guy who plays Tommy and the guy who plays Billy, they're just in a bunch of Power Ranger stuff.
Yeah.
Because like they were like, oh wait, can I just keep making money being a Power Ranger?
Yeah,
And they're
sounds
like,
great.
yes. And he's like, cool, I'll keep doing that. Because I would have done that. I'll be Tommy my whole life.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't get another job.
Why get another job?
Yeah,
when
why?
Why would you?
Well,
get
this is a for sure thing.
Yeah. True.
And it's low effort work.
True.
And I bet it gets better because, as I'm assuming, as Power Rangers goes on, they stop using the Japanese stuff. Like in 2018, they're not using the Japanese version anymore.
Why?
You know?
Did Japan stop making these?
I just think they were like, oh, hey, we've been doing it for 45 years. We can afford our own Power Rangers costumes now.
We won't actually know if they stopped using the Japanese stuff in 2018 until like season 36 of First and Last.
Can't wait.
Can't
wait.
A hologram podcast.
First and last.
Into people's minds.
The podcast of First and Last is over when we watch the last Power Rangers.
Wow.
Joe's like, let's watch them all right now.
you heard it here first.
Also, so Joe, I want to call you out on something.
Yeah.
I feel like Bulk and Skull is your favorite part about the show.
No, definitely
I
not.
feel like you only laugh out loud when they're on the screen.
I just laughed at the
Ooh.
ridiculousness of just like these guys are still on the show and they still like don't mean anything and now they're chimpanzees.
Well, and that's why my curiousness is: are you sad that the Bulk and Skull comedy will be gone? Because it's going to be different. It's not going to be good when they're monkeys. That's going to be stupid, right? Or are you looking forward to that?
No, it'll be bad. Yeah, I think many. I don't know that I want to see Bulk or Skull's face either way. Chimpanzees are fun, but I don't want. I guess I don't want that in my
Pro
Power
chimp.
Rangers, unless like they're like driving a motorcycle or something.
Yeah, if they
Or-
become
or-
Power Rangers.
Or banging tambourines together or something like that. Or cymbals.
Just two tambourines.
I'm glad
smash
that
them together.
I'm glad that went the way it did.
What do you think I was going
You
to say?
said banging, and then you had a pregnant pause.
I did not impregnate
There was a pause.
air.
You said banging and then pregnancy.
Because I forgot
happened.
the word cymbals, and then I just freaked out and said tambourines.
I mean that. Oh yeah, because monkeys bang.
Tambourines. Cymbals. Damn it. Damn it.
I don't know what's happening. You guys got predictions?
You think like the actors for Bulk and Skull just like looked at the script for this season or
I don't think they look
the
at the
series
script.
of Turbo and they're just like, the fuck, like we can't do this. Fucking monkeys can read this, and they're just like, fine, we'll replace you with monkeys.
No.
That would be better,
I thought you-
actually.
I thought you
I know
said-
a guy.
I thought you said they looked at their monkey script and they were mad about it.
Oh, no,
and
no,
I
yeah.
feel like they would have been like, dope. We don't even have to go into the office anymore.
Yeah, we will spend
They-
4 hours reading these lines.
You
and
know,
then
yeah,
we'll be
you know,
done.
yeah. They spent one day
Yeah,
and they just made the residuals for
we'll,
the whole.
we'll see you next year.
Yeah, dope. In space.
Yeah, I mean, is Tommy a better gig or is being Bulk a better gig?
Being a chimp is a better
as far as like just phoning it in and getting money,
Yeah.
Bulk is a better gig.
Okay.
But Tommy's got longevity,
Yeah.
whereas I don't think Bulk and Skull go to space. And that is not one of my predictions, but it should be. And speaking of that, here are my predictions.
Fire away.
Tommy stops being a Power Ranger.
Fire away.
But he's still there, but he just doesn't have Ranger power anymore.
Is he even a Power Ranger now? Was he in this? Did he?
I'm pretty sure he's the leader of the Power Rangers in this one.
Oh.
I don't think Tommy... I mean, my thing is I don't think Tommy's a Power Ranger by the end of this episode.
Okay.
I think that they might go to, like, space or do a thing or whatever. I think they're just gone.
All right.
Joe has left the room on a mysterious phone call, everybody. I thought he already went and got
Did
food.
we get a second round of
We
sandwiches?
got more food.
That'd be
Okay.
awesome.
So I think Tommy stops being a Power Ranger.
Cool.
And I think Diva Talks is stopped by getting herself. I think they like because Power Rangers don't kill people, right? You know, they don't kill. So I think
They just smash putties into each other.
Exactly. I think she's
Piranhas.
stopped. She's done. She's out of the complete picture by the end of this show. I think they like trap her in a box or like
Sure.
put like
In a planet dumpster.
here's a dumb thing that I think would be stupid enough to be a Power Rangers thing. They take her like submarine that she's in
Yeah.
and they somehow shrink it down and it like gets put into like an aquarium.
Love that.
And that she's just trapped in that
Like they
aquarium.
just got her.
Yeah.
She's just in the headquarters.
Yeah. I think she just gets trapped somewhere essentially and she's just done. That's her demise.
Okay.
I think they are in space by the end of this episode.
Ooh. So is the next
The next
Series
series
is in
Power
space?
Rangers in space.
Ooh, nice.
So I think they're heading to space by the end of this episode.
Oh wow.
And then I think my oddball is I think Justin is older / gets older, and not like he's 1 year older. He's an older kid. I think he like is an adult now.
Like
You think he cuts
he's
his hair
caught
or no?
up.
Yeah, I think like his him as a little kid became an adult. Like he had a growth.
You think his hair's the same?
Yeah.
Because they did that when they went back to kids, right? Like Tommy still had like
Yeah.
a weird ponytail.
Yeah.
It's funny. Gotta
Still
have
got
that
Still got that
penis
dick
bowl
cut.
cut.
Yeah.
Oh,
Joe,
dick.
did you have to get more food or what happened just now?
Yeah. Well, I accidentally ate your sandwiches on the way up the stairs, so
okay.
got more.
Fair enough.
Am I up?
Respect.
Sure.
Number 1, Kat and Tommy kiss.
Oh shit.
We ended with a handhold in the last series. Now we're going for a full-on kiss.
And
It's also going to be ambiguous whether Kat likes it or not.
Still?
Yeah, it's going to
Oh,
be
my.
unclear. It's a cliffhanger. Number 2, Justin is driving something that he can't really handle. Remember in what's that? The Phantom Menace when like Anakin's flying around in like
his pod racer?
the Naboo like starfighter,
the starship. Yeah.
Yeah.
and like he doesn't know what he's doing, but he's like blowing shit up.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening with the kid. He like doesn't know what he's doing, but he's like fucking killing all these Piranatrons.
But he's got the force, so he's like cool.
Yeah. He's just like, oh, this is pod racing. Or whatever.
God, the Phantom Menace sucked so bad.
Let's go. Let's skip to my number 4. Number 4 is Zordon and Alpha are long gone. They're not even in this episode.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hate it.
I'm into it.
And then number 3 is that within this episode, someone dies.
Whoa.
I don't think we've had a full-on death yet in Power Rangers.
I don't
No.
think.
I think now is the time.
I'd be surprised if in 2018 there's been a death yet in Power Rangers. So
Someone gonna die.
I mean, I love it. I want to see it. But
All right.
all right, Jim, what do you got?
Okay. My number 1. So in this first episode, Rocky was handing over his Blue Ranger reins, or he has already, right? To
Sure,
Justin,
sure.
which we assume happened in the movie. I think Rocky is back as a ranger. He's got like a new color, new car.
Teal.
He's wow, you had that one ready to go.
First color that came to my mind.
I think he's back with a vengeance. Number 2, I think there's a Cat and Tommy moment. I think maybe they almost smush.
Smush?
Smush.
Ooh.
You guys have you
Almost?
guys seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I've seen
Gotta
Jersey.
watch
I've
Brooklyn
seen
Nine-Nine.
Jersey Shore.
Do they smush?
Oh, they smush.
They talk about smushing?
They smush.
I think maybe they almost smush, but they for sure have a moment. Number 3, Bulk and Skull have failed. The police career has failed. It's done.
You can't be a policeman when you're a monkey. Jimmy.
I thought monkeys were going to be done by part 3.
So they're
Okay.
back to humans, but they
So
get fired anyway.
They're humans and no longer police.
They're now humans. They haven't shown up to the job for weeks because they've been monkeys.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're running for political office. I don't know, but they're failed.
Yeah. How many unarmed minorities have they killed? Is that when they got
Oh
fired?
man, so many. How many are there in Angel Grove?
0.
Probably not
I
very
mean-
Well,
many.
Zach's gone, right?
A couple of them.
Tanya's there.
There's
They
a
kill-
couple of them, and they're all Power Rangers.
Yeah. So they're definitely armed.
They cannot be killed.
So it's only white rangers, if you know what I mean.
Hey-o. It's awful. Number 4. Number 4. I think they don't beat Divatox.
That's the opposite of what I said.
Yeah, it is. Because you're wrong.
Okay.
No one can
I
defeat
think-
Divatox.
I think Divatox, I think she ruins their graduation. I think she gets away with it. She's got her jollies. She's moving on to bigger, better universe
Do you think
things.
they're still in high school because they couldn't graduate in the first?
graduate because they blew up the high school.
Because there was no power for
There
the
was no
microphone
power.
guy to say you
They
graduated. so
couldn't
they
run sound. They
they're
had
just
no
still-
I am
generators.
tearing up these diplomas because this ceremony is over.
Were you Mr. Belvedere?
4 more years.
Oh man, shoot. So is the whole cast of In Space going to be new except for maybe Justin? Because they've all graduated, moved on.
Justin's still in Power Rangers because he's finally 18 to now.
Like now?
Yeah.
I guess that's a good way to extend the cast if you just keep replacing people with kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just going to be Beetleborgs.
I do like Power Rangers Toddler Force. It was one of my favorite.
What?
It's not a thing.
Your favorite Reddit pages?
Ranger babies.
Hey, let's watch this final
I'm
episode.
excited.
Let's watch and see what happens. Let's see
Hey.
if my number 1 question: Bulk and Skull apes or not? Let's find out. We'll
No,
tell you later.
They're politicians.
Okay, fair enough, Jimmy.
Hey,
We'll see you after the
We're
finale.
watching here.
We're gonna see you after the finale of the turboed Power Rangers. See you after that.
Okay, so Power Rangers Chase into Space Part 2.
Tell us what happened, Jimmy.
It's a chase
I will.
into space episode.
Written and directed by Judd Lynn.
Good old. I want to know what Judd's up to.
Episode 45. Look
I'm
it
gonna
up.
you read me stuff. I'm gonna pay attention while I look up where Judd Lynn
You're
is.
not gonna.
I bet he's in jail or something.
Oh.
Oh no.
for something just really weird. Okay. Divatox succeeds in destroying the power chamber, causing the Rangers to be stripped of their powers. Dark Spectre, some bad guy, sends his messenger to tell Divox he has captured Zordon. Divatox then leaves Earth for the Cimmerian planet. With the Rangers powerless, they take one of NASA's shuttles.
Yeah,
which
not
I think is just
NASA.
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 It's NASA. It's
Justin-
NASA. Duh.
Little kid Justin convinces NASA to give them one of their shuttles to go to the Cimmerian planet, leaving Justin behind as he chooses to stay behind with his dad.
That was his dad?
No,
Oh.
not the guy, not the NASA
Not the guy,
guy.
NASA.
But they were talking about one of the Rangers and Justin had a moment about how Justin's dad was up for some job like out of town and he got it, but he turned it down so that Justin didn't have to move from Angel Grove.
Leave his friends.
But he's totally leaving his friends.
Well, his friends are going to space.
Yeah.
Unless he's got other friends.
He has
I
no
guess
friends.
He might roll with different crews, right? Like this is his Power Ranger crew, and then he's got his
No.
his band.
No. He's got, Knowledge Bowl. Then he's got his Quiz Bowl.
Yeah, the dudes from swimming. And
He's got debate team. He's captain of the football team.
He's got his rap rock group. His
Parappa.
Yeah, he's the DJ in the rap rock group.
Lincoln Park. he's just the main guy in Lincoln
They
Park.
call him DJ Dick Cuts.
Oh, kept his dick cut. That was a bold move.
Yeah.
That's what they called Justin?
DJ Dick Cuts?
I started paying attention just now again.
That's his DJ name. That's
I assume Jimmy
No.
read the thing and then I just heard DJ Dick Cuts.
yeah.
DJ Coach Dick Cuts.
Of Chicago.
That's a pretty funny DJ name, actually. I like that. Mr. Judd Lynn.
Yeah.
He's been working on Power Rangers. I think he's still working on Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Like
Nice. Good for him.
the scroll on the episodes he has a hand in might just be every episode since. It's insane.
He's just like, no, list them individually.
Man's a Power Rangers legend, apparently. He's the J.J. Abrams of Power Rangers. Just call him
What does that mean? Like J.J. Abrams is the Judd Lynn of what?
Lost.
Okay.
Felicity.
And in all of it.
No one should be anything about Felicity.
Bad robot. So, Justin and his dick cut is the only thing that's consistent about this episode from the first one, because all of the other Rangers are new.
Yeah. There's no old... They're all gone. What happened to them?
I don't know. And even Alpha 5 is still there, but it's a completely different voice actor.
Yeah.
So different.
Oh my God, it was terrible. We need to dive
Some
into...
sort of New York accent.
Hey, I'm a robot over here.
Hey, we're watching here.
Oh, what? Duh, it's NASA. Duh. Let's go and shoot into the space.
It was weird. Yeah.
Did you guys eat my graduation cake or what?
I made it 45 episodes ago. Come on. Forget about it.
How would you just have that big of a shift in the cast mid-series?
Yeah, I want to. There's very specific episodes of Power Rangers seasons that I want to see, and it's when the transitions happen.
Here, let me
And
read.
that's it.
Let me read
I
you.
don't need to know anything.
Let me read you a little thing here. We have Theodore J. Theodore J. or
Yeah, TJ.
TJ Jarvis Johnson. So he has 4 names. Portrayed by whoever is the second Red Turbo Ranger and second leader, a friendly and warm-hearted baseball player chosen by Tommy to be his replacement based on his bravery in protecting others.
Huh.
Ashley Hammond was chosen by
Pink
Tanya
Ranger for sure.
to be her replacement, Yellow Ranger, due to her compassion and integrity. Cassie Chan, now that sounds like a Yellow Ranger, but she's actually the Pink Ranger. A gusty and
Wow.
sarcastic. The Yellow Ranger was Asian in the first one, and that's just all I got to go by.
R.I.P.
A gutsy and sarcastic singer chosen by Kat to be her replacement as she helped TJ and Kat save Tommy.
She picked her because she was a good singer.
She chose her
She
because she
saved
helped.
her.
She helped save. And then Carlos, he was chosen by Adam to be his replacement as he helped Adam save Angel Grove citizens who were under attack. So we don't necessarily know why.
Why they all left?
Yeah, what happened there?
I like Carlos. Of the new ones in this episode, he's my favorite.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, maybe just being a ranger is taxing, and you're always just like looking for the next guy.
I
It's
mean,
like, hey,
I can't
you wanna
imagine.
take
for a
this over
way
from
out.
me, man?
I can't
Just
imagine.
passing the buck.
Can't imagine why like fighting off space aliens week after week would be taxing on
I
you.
think at some point, every teenager in Angel Grove is a Power Ranger. You just kind of pay your dues.
Yeah, they're just kind of on rotation.
It's like, it's my month to be a ranger.
I go save the world.
On ranger duty this month. It's just like how a lot of high schools, you do like volunteer, like service hours now.
Mm-hmm.
You just do your ranger hours.
It's for Angel Grove. It's just everyone's doing different ranger hours.
Got 30 ranger hours this month.
On
Took down a bunch of piranhatrons.
episode 19 and 18 in this show were called Passing the Torch, part 1 and 2. And that was when Cassie and TJ successfully rescue Tommy. And the Rangers must defeat the monster and choose their successors before the hourglass is empty.
Whoa.
So
Hourglass.
yeah, something happens. Oh, so they save Tommy from the vortex of eternal doom and sorrow. And
Oh. Oh, good.
so and then it says, so then the next episode 20 is called Stitch Witchery. And I don't care about what it says, but in the parentheses at the end of it, it says the start of 4 new Turbo Rangers and Justin continue on for the second half of the season. So they
Wow,
literally,
mid-season.
so it was just I think it was just like a mid-season finale and premiere where they switched all the Rangers out, but kept the child Justin because dope.
Because he's the glue that holds it together.
He's the glue.
They're just like, this is the guy.
The Blue Ranger's always the glue.
The Glue Ranger.
See? You
Oh, man.
This whole time, I thought they've been saying blue, but they really just been saying Glue Ranger.
apologize to
Blue
everybody
Ranger.
listening. I'm hearing my mic go crazy. I'm trying to make it be
What
better.
are you doing over there?
I'm trying to fix it.
the hell are you doing over there?
I just need to buy a new microphone.
Nah.
Is that your problem?
I think the input is a little shifty. Swifty. But I fixed it. Don't worry about it. I'll probably only touch it 3,000 or 4,000 more times by the end of this episode. But so yeah, they switch mid season. All of them switch out. Interesting.
You think Powers invented the mid season finale?
No.
Okay. All right.
That's interesting.
Those,
that fucks with
also,
all of our
by the way,
predictions.
those like episodes, like passing the torch, like you have to realize that these shows were on 4 or 5
Every
days
day.
a week.
Yeah.
Like passing the torch was September 10th. Passing Torch 2 was September 11th.
Yeah.
Passing Stitch Witchery was September 15th or 2nd or 12th. Ugh.
Passing Stitch Witchery.
Good.
Way to
Lord.
read Stitch Witchery, which is the start of the new whole Ranger cast besides Justin, and that was a Friday, and then on Monday was then the debut of the turbo transport cars, called the Wheel of Fate, but that was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So like they were on. It was 5 days a week, every single week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
nuts.
so their like mid-season finale was just on a Friday. So then on Monday it was just new people. So it's like,
Holy crap.
pretty impressive just in general, because do you think they were like mid-season or like mid-season and they were like, we should get rid of 4 of these Power Rangers, like
4 of these aren't testing well.
because they had
Plus Justin, but we'll do a thing with him.
I feel like this has got to be some crazy storyboarding. Like, I mean, they have all the because they kind of, depending on what the Japanese did, they have to like follow some sort of similar path.
Yeah.
Or at least go
Right.
like, oh, can we make
To be able to use the film.
the raid of the power center be like a different reason or something, you know, like make it a different story?
Sure.
Or do you think they just kind of were like, yeah, they do the thing and then they go to space, let's just do that too, but in English?
Yeah, I bet they follow pretty closely, and I bet they like I don't think they made a mid season change. I bet they film all of these like within just like a few weeks, like all 45 episodes, because again, like half the episode is just Japanese footage, right? So
Yeah.
it's a lot less footage you need to shoot, so you could just like kind of pound these out, use the same sets, you know.
But even like the last episode that we just watched was like a lot of different set pieces with like the broken rubble. Then they were in the building because they had their hats off for a while, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
And we
took
need
their
to
helmets
get-
off
we-
and they shrunk
Yeah,
down
we
to
need,
normal
we need to get back
size.
to the part, where Justin takes his helmet off and then he becomes a kid size again. But then when he puts his helmet on, he becomes human, like adult size.
I mean, all of them.
Yeah,
you know?
all of them,
They all
'cause
become little.
When they put their helmets on and it goes back to the Japanese
Teenagers.
footage, they're all just like,
Yeah, but Japanese people are small.
yeah, but they're all just like the exact same size.
But they're all
and
the
build.
same size, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, but
just-
Power
they
Rangers.
found like quintuplets and they're just like, we're gonna cast you as our Power Rangers.
They just found 5 Jet Lis and they were like, start spin kicking. But yeah, so I mean, there is a lot of Japanese footage that they got to work into,
Yeah.
but that's like a lot of planning, I would assume,
Yeah,
because it's not only you get to like write your own thing
yeah,
and make it be a thing, but now you say, okay, now half of my show has to just use other stuff.
yeah. But I mean, like the shots where you see the kids, it's like you're either at like the juice bar or you're at school or you're at the power center. There's
Yeah, for the
literally,
most
like,
part,
3
they're
sets, like,
yeah, for the most part, except for like these special episodes.
yeah, you can get that done real quick.
So I guess in their 3 weeks of filming, they probably were like, all right, week 1, set design. Could you start designing the one extra set we need? Because
Yep.
all the other ones have been made for 3 seasons already. Well, like the only change in the set design was the first episode when like Kat put on like the Angel Grove High School sign up. Remember that she put it on the wall? And that was the only change from Zeo to Turbo, where she put it up while they were filming. And that wasn't even planned. That was just like they were like action. She was like, I'm not fucking done
You're
setting
not
up.
done building this thing.
They just don't have.
I'm gonna quit.
God
Quit
damn
this
it.
show.
Well, how'd you feel about it, Joe?
It was akin to a lot of the Power Rangers beginnings and ends that we've seen, where it's just like we don't really get that much Power Ranging. Like, I mean, they started out full on Power Rangers fighting Piranha-trons, but they just got their asses kicked, and then the Piranha-trons blew up the command center, and that was it. And then
It does seem interesting that the Power Rangers definitely have ended like every season in like total dismay.
yeah, just getting their shit
Like
pushed in.
Alien Rangers, they
Yeah.
were like good, weren't they?
Yeah, they resolved that thing.
Yeah, because the alien rangers came and bailed them out.
But Zeo, like the Zordon building blew up,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and in this one it blew up too.
Blew up again, yeah.
But it blew up like in a siege instead of a.
Yeah, and it blew
Just
up while they
bomb.
were like kind of inside it, but maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know,
They
but
didn't die.
so it's interesting that they're doing that. It's like what they're gonna do from now on. They're just like always gonna have to do something bad to transfer, because I feel like at the end of every single season they're like, all right, what's your next power?
But yeah, it's
How do you get to
interesting
your
that
next
it's
power?
not like they fight one big bad and then they have to go through under like a transformation. It's like, oh, they just get fucked up and then they gotta move on to the
Yeah,
next thing.
I am surprised that they don't just beat them and then everything's great. They're still Power Ranger Turbos.
Yeah.
And then the beginning of the next season, or like Turbo was a movie, you know?
Yeah.
Or they just don't do
Right.
just another movie.
Yeah,
or
even
something.
Just the end of this one, like they could beat Divatox and then instead of the message from what was the like Dark Quail or whoever is
Quail Man? Doug Funny?
Yeah, it was like
Dark Spectre.
Dark Spectre.
Dark Centaur.
Instead of Dark Spectre sending a message to Divatox, Dark Spectre just sends a message to the Rangers saying, I have, what's his name? I've got Zordon on this planet. Come find me.
Yeah, they could beat Divatox.
Mm-hmm.
Zordon could be missing.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, shoot, we got to go.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason why they couldn't be Turbo Rangers going into space, and then they're going to meet, like, you know, they're going to go to some planet, and they're going to meet people, and they'll be like, your powers aren't powerful enough to fight Dark Centaur.
Yeah. Exactly.
I wish he was
So,
a
like, why is
centaur.
it-
Yeah, I know.
Like, it just feels like,
Gotta wait for mystics for centaurs.
like, isn't that typically how, like, Dragon Ball goes? Where, like, they have a big bad, they beat it, and then, you know, they need the next thing to fight the next big bad.
Yeah, they need to power up, and
Yeah.
then that's when they get, like, Super Saiyan plus
Yeah, they
1,
keep adding
plus 2, plus 3.
things. Where it's just like, it just seems like in the Power Ranger series, they just keep getting fucked up, and then they need to do something else. and
Yeah, have they...
try
Well,
that.
but
They've
they-
never beat anybody, really. We have we have yet to see them beat anybody.
Yeah.
Because Rita
Which
and
is why my prediction was great.
Rita, because
And yours was dumb, Josh.
I know this now for Power Rangers in Space, I guess. But yeah, Rita, Zed,
They beat
They're-
whoever
they just
was in Alien Rangers, didn't they?
I can't remember Alien Rangers.
It was a weird big bad.
I don't
Was it the Ooze guy? No,
No.
was it Rita's dad or something?
No.
The Count Dankula. What was his name?
What?
It's a
That's just what?
I forget what his
This is a
Vile,
high
Master
vampire.
Vile.
Yeah.
Is that?
Was that him?
I don't actually know who was in that one.
But I mean, they didn't but they've never defeated. That's why I thought
They didn't defeat like Rita or
no,
Yeah.
they're
Zed.
just out and about.
out in the ether.
I mean, unless they showed up mid-season and then defeated them just in between Diva Talks and fucking up their shit.
Could be.
And that could have happened, sure, but they never, whatever. That's why I thought one of my predictions was that they like actually trap Diva Talks because I just don't think the Power Rangers are ever going to kill anybody. That's fine because it's a kid show. But like, I assume they could set it up like maybe they go to space now. Maybe there's a space fortress jail, you know, and now they can lock people up or something. I don't know. Like, I want the next season. I want a conclusion.
Yeah, I just want to see them beat something
Yeah.
and be successful.
I think they've got to, right? Because I think the conclusion of them going to space is them coming back to Earth.
I mean, we're like
Right. They
300
gotta
episodes
rebuild.
into Power Rangers and they haven't beat anybody yet.
More
they're
than
just-
that, I think.
Yeah.
dumb teenagers where they give them the powers.
And that prepubescent tween Justin.
yeah, one of them's not even a teenager.
They're going out
He's
to
a
some
kid.
planet. They don't have a HQ. They got to go rescue Zordon, so they don't even have Zordon. They got Alpha 5 with them. They're down the Blue Ranger, the Smart Ranger.
Hey, you got Alpha 5 over here. Let's get some pizza on space. Hey, I'm from New York now.
And also, they're going into space without their powers.
in a
Aren't
regular
they- aren't-
spaceship.
Yeah, aren't they just gonna die when they
Well,
get into some
They're
other
just like,
atmosphere?
we'll figure it out.
No, they literally were like, oh, we'll just figure it out. And
They're
like,
just dirty, blown up teens at
Like-
this point.
this space shuttle can get you to the moon, and that's it. You know?
I like how they're.
Yeah, we're just NASA. Like,
We're not
NASA,
NASA. Duh.
I like how they lost their powers at the end, and so their suits just disappeared, and underneath were their tattered like regular clothes.
Everyone knows you're naked under those Power Rangers suits.
he gots to be. It's hot in there.
There's no room. There's no room for regular clothes.
You can fit your hand in there. You can fit your clothes in there. I choose my hand.
What if you're wearing like jean shorts?
You wear those over
There's
your
no,
Power Ranger.
There's no.
A never nude Power Ranger that has a suit on and he wears the jean shorts.
I like it.
I'm into that too. They're all Blue Rangers. Get it?
Oh, because they blew themselves.
Because they all blew themselves.
Mm.
Come on, Joe. They have like mustaches on their helmets.
Are we gonna watch Arrested Development someday?
I'm-
Except that show's still kind of making seasons. I don't know.
It's still the greatest show ever made. Seasons 1 through 3.
Seasons 2 through 3.
Very specific seasons of this show are
No,
the best show ever
Not
made.
season 1 through 3. The last episode of season 1 in Arrested Development is the best episode of Arrested Development.
In season 1?
Yep. Final episode of season 1.
Hmm.
This one where Job goes, bees? Beads.
Yeah, that's very
The
good.
beginning 5 minutes of that episode is some of the best TV ever made.
I don't remember it.
Well, get educated, Joe.
Well,
Watch TV once in a while.
Come on,
once
buddy.
a week.
It's like you've never watched TV before.
It's like you never watch TV every Wednesday at 10. Is that when that's when we do it?
11 a.m.
11.
yeah.
God damn it.
These
So what
episodes are
season
actually
is
done
this?
live. Anytime you click play, we're just talking to you.
Central Time, and it's only episode 63 that we're recording right now, Jimmy. It's fine. Hey, should we dive into predictions?
Yeah, sure.
Should I go? Because I'm holding my thing. Number 1, Tommy stops being a Power Ranger.
Yeah,
He's not a Power Ranger.
he's not.
Divatox is stopped by getting trapped in a box.
No. She's very free.
You were off getting sandwiches when I read these, Joe.
Mhm.
I thought she might get trapped in a box, or my grand, like, great silly Power Rangers scheme working with. I was trying to work with Judd Lynn, and he wasn't having it.
Yeah.
And that was, I thought they were gonna take her like submarine that she like was in, and they were gonna shrink it down and put it in an aquarium.
Oh, okay. I'm into that.
So she was like alive and still, but she was just like trapped forever, like as a toy in an aquarium. Probably like Justin's little sister's aquarium.
That would be a fun idea.
Yeah, right.
I thought it was just going to be an aquarium in the power center. What is it?
Command center.
Command center.
Here's one I'm gonna have to
It's
fight.
like Alpha 5.
We're gonna have a fight about this one.
Feeding the fish
We're gonna have a fight about this one.
with the little flakes.
They are in space at the end of this episode.
They're not.
God,
Definitely not.
Incorrect.
come on!
No.
They're in a space shuttle exiting. 0.5. Give me 0.5.
No.
They
They're
were.
not, they didn't make it.
They didn't leave the atmosphere.
They're not in space yet.
They're shooting into space. That's what they're doing.
As far as we
They're not.
know, they
not.
they blew up.
It's not. They weren't on the Challenger. They were on the Nazda space shaft.
Nope.
0.5.
No. They did not make it.
Justin is older / gets older. Nope.
No,
Apparently he's
same.
actually just a tiny child.
He actually.
Same dick child.
He might have gotten
Dick
younger.
cut.
He might have gotten younger. Like in actual
Negative points.
in real life too.
He reversed in age, so you reverse in points.
I've given you guys 0.5
Was that
points
everything?
for less. Yeah, 1 point. 1 point.
I have
We're
that
in a fucking spaceship going to space.
Kat and Tommy kiss, but neither of them in this episode. I have that Justin is driving something that he can't handle. I don't think that happened.
If he was in the spaceship,
He was not.
Was he commanding the space shuttle?
Not even doing that.
Someone dies. I mean, the command center blew up and no one died. That's crazy.
not even Alpha
that we know
5
of.
got like dismantled. You know.
Yeah, he was completely fine. Zordon and Alpha are long gone. Well, Zordon is gone, it looks like, but Alpha 5 is still there, so
Mm-hmm.
I guess no.
And
Thanks
Zordon's
for
just been captured. We know that he's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless,
Said he's gone.
unless they're talking about his dead body has been captured.
His dead
On
ethereal head
So how do you
Submarin-
capture
Submarinian.
a head that's just in a tube?
in a cursed jar.
Well, he's in some other like dimension, right? So
Yeah, he's from another
maybe
dimension.
Is that what he is? Is he just a dude in another dimension?
Yeah.
yeah.
And he's just like calling them?
Been
Which
watching
makes
Power-
it-
You don't
yeah.
know this?
I
You've
just
been
thought he
watching
was just.
Power
I just thought he
Rangers
was
this whole
like
time.
gases in a tube.
No. Which makes you
No.
wonder, like, why does he care about Earth and why does he care about Angel Grove? Like, what, just
In the
chill in your dimension.
new Power Rangers movie that came out in like 2016, 2017, he used to be a Power Ranger.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, but that movie was shit.
Really?
it?
Is it
Yeah,
so
it was
bad?
terrible. It was a terrible movie.
Aw,
I don't.
man.
I don't generally care when they like fuck with like the source material a little bit, you know, make it
Mhm.
your own, you're redoing it. But man, and I don't. They did some weird.
Sounds like you've got thoughts and feelings.
They did, yeah. It made me angry. That's what I'm
How
saying.
was Bryan Cranston?
He was great. He was Zordon, and Zordon was a dick, like a huge dick.
Huh.
Sorry, hey Bryan Cranston. I think you did a great job, but I think your director made you do it wrong.
You could have been nicer as Zordon.
Brian,
could
be
have been.
nice.
When
Brian.
has Zordon ever been mean to the Power Rangers in the show?
Hey,
Just
Brian, tweet at us. Come hang out. We love you.
Love to watch that Power Rangers movie.
Hey,
with you,
Brian. I think it's weird. I've never thought of like Bryan Cranston as a Brian. He's Bryan Cranston. He's like a genius. He's like an incredible actor. I think it's weird to me that his name is Brian.
Brian. With a Y?
Brian.
It's got a Y, though.
Yeah. I guess.
But he is like
Changed my mind.
He is his full
Hey,
name.
Brian.
He's Bryan Cranston. He's not
like you'd never call. Yeah, you'd call him Bryan Cranston. You'd never call him Brian,
No.
right?
Well, I mean, I could be so lucky to get to the point where I could just call him Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Bri.
You're not there
FNL podcast.
yet. You're not there yet, Jimmy.
I'm gonna call him Bri.
You're definitely not there yet, Joe.
Hey, Bri cry.
Jimmy, you got your predicts?
Yeah, okay. Rocky is not back. He's not a new color Pokemon or Power Ranger or Dragon Ball, whatever we're watching.
Dragon Balls aren't colored, they're numbered.
Number 2, Kat and Tommy did not have a moment. They did not almost smush.
I mean, maybe they were
Because-
smushing off camera. We don't know where they
Smushing in
are.
Australia or whatever.
Mate?
0.5.
Nope.
Number 3, Bulk and Skull are failed police officers. Inconclusive.
Inconclusive.
Number 4, they don't beat Divatox. They don't. They get their butts kicked for 1 point.
Divatox won. And she only left
she earned
because
it,
a
be
darker,
honest.
a potentially darker, more threatening force told her to come hang out.
She barely broke a sweat. She's just like,
She was
and
just-
we did it.
She literally
Plan
didn't.
went perfectly.
She literally didn't lift a finger in the last episode. She sat on a chair and was like, "This is dope. This is going really well."
She lifted one finger to blow up the command center.
Cool.
To pull the trigger on the bombs.
Joe, are you ready to do your predicts? Are you?
I did them.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you win?
How many points did you get?
I mean, are we count? If I said Zordon and Alpha are gone and Zordon's gone, do I get a half or no?
I mean, how far into space are they?
0 half. 0 into space.
I don't think either of them are gone. I think Sauron's alive out there. And it's the
What was
silver
the-
and
But he
What
wasn't
did-
in the episode. That's what I meant. It's like they're neither of them are in the episode, but
I'll give
Alpha
you.
was-
I'd give you 0.5. I'm a generous soul.
interesting.
It is interesting that we didn't even see, like, they kept focusing on the tube, and Zordon wasn't even in the tube.
He's not in the tube.
And
man.
then Elgar threw his hammer, and none of the Power Rangers gave a shit to even try to stop the hammer from destroying the tube. That bothered me.
Zordon wasn't there.
I mean,
Yeah, he's not there anymore. Like he just crushed that tube, and they're just like, "Okay, that was fucked up." Just kept punching Piranhatrons.
yeah, but like,
seem like-
if that's his one tube, what does he have, a backup tube
Dude, he's a
downstairs
You rebuild a tube.
in the basement?
he's a space head from a different dimension. He'll figure it out.
He's a talking space head. We don't know.
He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. Joe, are you mashing on your phone because you're looking up something crazy, or are you just like Googling like hot Asian ladies?
I'm trying to find Annie
watching-
on Reddit.
Who?
Never mind.
Is this related to?
I'm. We gotta be done, but
Yeah.
it's a good episode because Power Rangers means a lot to all of us. I can tell.
Yeah. Well.
I'm just every time we get done with the Power Rangers, I like want to watch the next one like right away.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just not how this show works. We're not gonna watch a Power Rangers.
That's not how we do. But
so,
they do a good job of setting up the next series for sure.
Yeah, I would say there's always a possibility that if like the Turbo movie was on Netflix and I was like, I'm gonna play a video game that I don't have to pay attention to, and I'm just gonna like grind or level up kind of thing, I'd put on the Power Rangers Turbo movie. But I don't really think I'm gonna watch the show. I might watch those middle episodes to see what happened with the other Rangers, you know?
I'm interested in that.
But like everything else is fine. I don't really care. I don't think I care about anything else. Anybody? I'm the only person not on the phone in this room.
I'm looking to see. I'm looking to see if the movie's. The movie's not on Netflix.
I'll find it. I know how to use the internet. I can find it. I can do it.
It's not on Netflix.
Well-
Turbo, a Power Rangers movie.
I think that's what it was called. Well, I guess we're done.
We
did it.
Whoa, Jinx, you owe me a Jones soda.
That was weird.
Specifically a Jones soda.
Yes,
Yeah, Jones Soda's are great.
I called it.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening to this episode of the Power Rangers podcast. Sorry, the first and last podcast. What are we doing here? Now, tune in next week for us to do a show that's not Power Rangers. We're gonna watch the first episode and the last episode and talk about all the things in between. You know, the thing we've been doing for 60 odd eps.
Yeah, good for us.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're doing a great job.
What are we gonna do? Are we gonna do something special for like a number 100?
That's 40 some. That's almost 40 episodes away.
Yeah, it's coming up quick.
Sure. We'll watch the first and last Star Wars movie.
Chronologically or chronologically?
That's a debate for episode 99, Jimmy.
All right, excellent. Joe, thoughts? Hey,
Yeah.
have a good night, space friends.
Yeah.
Sleep tight.
Bye.
Sleep tight. These come out at 11 a.m.